Good morning, all. This is Bala signing on for Share Market Winners Academy. Um, Thanks everyone for joining the session. This is the part two of the session that we discussed yesterday um, about how do we use tools for screening and how do we find stocks by using some of the tools like trendlyne, screener.in, or tradingview. That's the session which we are seeing about. And please mind that I am not a SEBI registered consultant. We are sharing this details based on my understanding and the educations which I learned from the past experiences. We will not take any responsibility of any profits or loss which you are doing. And the details which is shared in this channel is just for education purposes. Okay. Without any delay, probably we can get into the details. Today we are going to see um, how to screen stocks using the tools which we have. And this is the part two. And please feel free to read the disclaimer. Um, there are various tools which we use. Yesterday we have seen how to use the screener.in, and these sessions are just to introduce you to the tools, but I'm not covering in depth of what all can be done to an extent what features it has, and then how to filter or refine some of those searches and write a simple search criteria in the screener is what we have seen yesterday. Okay, use those, but you need to spend some of the time to further dig and update, or you can write some of your queries into the screener to get some refined updates. Okay, so it is easy, but we just need to spend some time. It is like an normal expressions and or if conditions can also be used in the screener. Okay, I'm going to share some of the trend line which I mentioned today. We will discuss. Okay, so this is the trendline website, which you can use it for a free subscription, but it will give only limited information. But if you have a subscription, then you will have a detailed informations like yesterday I have shared the NMDC report, which does have the um, bit of extensive report about fundamental and technical as well. Okay, so in this, what we can see is just a second. In this, we can see um, overall total gainers and the total losers. Likewise, every other tool, money control like tools, where you'll be able to see the entire um,
Bala, actually, we,
dashboard. Yes,
we can't
see
the
the screen, is
screen.
it? Okay, just a second.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm using two screens. I haven't shared the appropriate. Let me know if you are able to see the screen now.
Yes. Now it's busy.
Okay, good. So yeah, so in this, Trendline is one of the tool which I use, and if you use as a free version, then it is limited to certain details will not be available. But you can use this to see every other tool like money control. You'll be able to see the top gainers, top losers, and every details. Okay, and the FIA activity also you can able to monitor how much of the FIA buying, selling, all these informations will also be available. So on last 20, 23rd August, FIA they have sold about 8,933 crores. Okay, so all these details will be available, and you can able even see um, further details about whether it is in the um, mutual funds derivatives. All that details you can export as well. Okay, that's at a high level, and you can go into the details of sector level information. So sector level, you can able to see um, on a day, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, which sector is performing at what condition. Probably health sector is 1.92% based on the last trading session, which is on 23rd. Okay, so likewise, you can see at a um, heat map of the entire sector, and you can change that sector into industries wise. If you wanted to see, you can change it as well. Okay, this is industry view. So from here on, you will be able to even um, go into the details of um, further details of that particular sector as well. Okay, so let's say if we wanted to search telecom industry. Okay, telecom industry, what all stocks are there and how it is performing. All those details you can able to see from the deep dive into the particular sector. Okay, so here they are saying sector scores. These are all based on the scores which they produce, which is given based on various parameters. Okay, don't I have not explored some of these like the sector scores, what how they are rating it, but out of this, what I can see from this is I can see some of the stocks are non-performers, some are performing. Um, KDL, you can see 5% which it is performing, and if you come down, you can even see some of the stocks, how it is performing, and whether it is on the yearly or 3-year basis. All this you can able to see from here. Okay, so how the performance is there and the market capital. If you wanted to sort based on market capital, you can also just click on the sorting button. You will be able to know which one is having a higher market capital in the telecom equipment peer comparison report, and you can see what is the last traded price of that particular stock, and you can able to see what is the day high and weekly high and lows, which will be very easy to compare against the yearly comparison as well. If you see at the 10-year comparison, their price was about 384 is the highest, but it is trading at 298.4 rupees. So these comparison at a one view, you will be able to see that. Okay. From here, you can further deep dive into a particular stock and analyze. Okay, I'm just showing the features which is available in the trend line, but you can use this for extensive analysis. Um, as I said, you can analyze from the sector or industry, even mutual funds related analysis also you can able to do from this particular tool. Okay. If you go to the MF, you will be able to see what are the mutual funds, what type of caps that you wanted to select, and see what is the areas they are in. Likewise, you will be having a much higher depth or details about the mutual funds also can be seen. Okay, I'm not very much into a mutual fund, so I'm not looking at it. But as far as what I've seen from this tool is there are very good DVM, durable volatility or market um, you can get those reports from the screener. Okay, so if you keep DVM stock screener, it will have multiple other reports under which you will be able to generate reports to see. Um, so as I mentioned, DVM is durability, valuation, and momentum score. They generate a particular score. They are giving a weightage for each of this, and they are coming up with some scoring model, which will help you, which will have a higher DVM, will have a potential for movement or a positive movement. Okay, based on which they are giving those reports. These are specialists who have done the analysis and they are giving the scores, so that will have a very higher outcomes, or if you take those, there is a high possibility for those investments you will get a returns. Okay, so these stocks whichever you can see here, you will have the predefined set of criterias for which the reports will be generated, and you can see for high DVM there is listing of 5 stocks which they have given. Similarly, you can see 384 which comes under the mid cap and small cap subscriptions, for which um, they are given the rating. Likewise, a lot of reports available. For now, I am just going to get DVM high performing, high durable one. In that, you will have a list of 5 stocks which is listed based on the scores which they have given for these stocks. So you can say trendline durability score. Okay, I don't know whether I will be able to see whether it gives the details. Okay, on what criteria or what parameters they are choosing this high durability, which we will not know on what basis they are giving the rating. Okay, so but when you click on that, you will get some 5 stocks which is having the rating highest rating. You can sort that and you can see what all those stocks, and then you can further deep dive into the stock and see whether it is a potential stock for us to consider or not. And can see the quarterly changes as well, how much percentage it has moved, and the trend line scores, how it is changed. That also you can see from here. Um, Market capital again. So which stock has a higher market capital, which can be also considered that you can use it. So all these details will be available. Probably you can make use of that, and you can get into the details of how that stock can be further evaluated and considered for your uh, investments. Okay, so these options you can also customize that, but I have never done any customization because it does already provide the very clean report in terms of what all details which we can consider, and you can see various other price and volume stock screener. Likewise, they have given a lot of stock movement and details underneath, so which you can consider for doing the analysis further. Okay, let's take the same one. We'll see all the 5 stocks. Okay. So Harthi, if you click on that R3 drugs, it will take you to a screen where you'll be able to know further details about that particular stock. Okay, so the momentum score, valuation score, and the durability score. All these details are available here based on which they are giving. And the um, analyst price target, which they have set is 536. So 1 year downside which they are seeing forecast, that's nothing but a forecaster rating. And you can see more details about the stock, um, like what we see in screener. It also have the EBITDA, um, or some of the ROE, ROCE, all those ratios which you can customize also. um, this is a default view. We can add our additional metrics so that it will give you a detailed view of whatever details with respect to fundamental metrics which you wanted to see. You can add it here. Okay. Apart from that, it will also give you a overall picture about how the price is moving. You can see what is the P, how it is price to earning, which is changing. That you can also see EPS, uh, price to earning per share, which also plotted against the yearly or overall. All those details you can able to see from this chart. Okay. This all gives you an analysis view for you to understand how the stock is performing over a period of time. Okay, and they would also come with the annual or a quarterly growth. Okay, this is a revenue growth which they are predicting. So based on which the targets and estimations, these are based on some of their analysts which they are giving the target for this particular stock. And when you come down, you'll be able to see the detailed view of a that company might have a multiple combinations where they'll have a or sub companies, or they might have divisions based on which the results will be published. You can see a standalone report or a consolidated view of reports. Within that, you can see all the um, revenue, what is the profit, uh, how much tax they have paid. All these details is given below, and you can also download some of the reports as well. If you can see some of these PDFs which is there, you can download and utilize it. And if you wanted to do annual results, which is published, based on which if you wanted to see the details, you can able to see from this is also available in some of your money control as well, but you can also see a view from here as well. And similarly, balance sheet, ratio comparison against every year which you wanted to see, then that is also available. How the against ROE, ROCE, all these details. These metrics are being supplied to various tools like Money Control also uses these ratios or metrics from the trend line. As far as what I know, they are the suppliers of these details to Money Control. Okay. And the next where you'll see the summarized view of analysis, which I mostly share some when I share some of these talks, right, to discuss. That will be from this portion. You'll be able to see what all the key parameters, how it is being considered, promoter pledging or zero, whether there is an increase in the sector annual growth is there or not, if there is a debt to equity ratio is increasing. All those details will be given in a summarized view, which will help us to actually understand. If we don't know the ratios and if we are not able to understand what is the each ratios for the fundamental has to be considered, then this is a good view for us to understand in a summary view. Okay, and next comes, they are also giving a technical analysis view of where is the stock currently trading and what is the um, um, what you call as an day one, how from day 26, the view of SMA and EMA details which will be provided here. Okay, and then the delivery volume, how much volume of delivery happened for that stock, um, traded volume and the delivery volume, all this will be plotted here. Okay, going down to that, you'll have the um, your shareholding pattern of that particular company. There is a about 55% of that shareholding is holded by the promoter, and you can see some of that FIAs are holding, and some of that you can see mutual funds or the um, DIs are holding it. DIs are domestic institutions, and how much percent of public or a retail who are holding it, which is also given here. If there is a promoter pledging happening, you will get to know from the bottom of the screen. Okay. Likewise, you'll have a lot of details. It will also give the when all the split or bonus happened, all this summary view for you, and then comes the company history, or you can have the details about the company. What I will do usually once I narrow down the company, I'll come here, click on the link. It will take you to the particular website where it is the original company website where you can see further details about the company, what they do, all those details from the company website you can analyze further. Okay, and then um, the detailed history of the company, when it got started, if there is a name change, when on which they are in the industry, what type of things are going on, if they are acquiring any company, if they are having any difficulties or any law order issues which they faced, all the summary details will be available in this area. So this will be one of the tool which will give you all the details in a summary view, as well as you can use the screener view to generate some of these reports. I normally use DVM as well as the golden crossover which we discussed yesterday. So golden crossover is nothing but the 200 moving average is crossed by 200 moving average line crossed by the 50 moving average is called as a um, golden crossover. So wherever crossover happens, you will get a golden crossover end of day report. In that, if you click on that, you will get a whether it is a true or false. Based on one, we will be able to take whether any true means, then further we can analyze and find out whether that stock has a crossover happened or not. That we have to manually go and put it in a trading view and see whether that crossover happened or not. Okay, so I don't see any true condition here, just based on um, day trend. Let's see if anything comes out of the filtering. There is one true condition, which is for the TVS supply chain solution, which we further need to take this and sorry, somebody is, let me admit it. So what we need to do then, this is a true condition based on which we can further analyze the TVS supply chain in the one fundamentally we can check, and the technical, if you click on that, it will take you to the screen which I have shown before. And another thing is you can also take into the trading view website and further analyze that. Okay, let me bring up the trading view. This is a full subscription trading view which I'm using, professional subscription. So it will be, you can see a lot of, let me take the stock screener, that I will take it later. But for now, I will click on the screener, sorry, the chart view, super chart. In that, we are just going to see what um, trend line has given. There is a true condition for the golden crossover. Then once you come down here, you can take the TVS supply chain and we will get to know whether it has a golden crossover or not. Okay, so golden crossover means this is the this is the 200 moving average, this is the 50 moving average. Whether it is crossed in a day, not it. Okay, so it is still close to that. It has not crossed it according to me what I have configured. Probably yesterday we have done something on the another trading view, right? Let me bring that one. So for any questions, I'm just opening the trading view in a normal subscription.
Yes. Like promoter pledging the shares, is it a good sign or a bad sign? For the company?
It depends upon for what cause and how much holding they are kept it. If the promoter is pledging some of their stocks, let's say if they are holding 90% and they are trying to pledge some of their amount for their company beneficiary, they might look forward for investment. Usually, if they are pledging more regularly, then it is a bad sign. They may have to pay some of their debts. So for that reason, if they are pledging, then it is a if they keep on pledging, then that company under a serious trouble. Okay, so if
Okay.
they are we'll see some one of that example as well. See, this is the another um, this one 200 moving average and 50 moving average. Yesterday we discussed about it, how to add that particular um, indicator as well, right? According to the SMA, but whatever I have configured there is an exponential moving average. But here, what I have configured is a simple moving average. In the simple moving average, you can see there is a crossover in the TVS supply chain. According to trend line, it also stated it is true that it is going to have a golden crossover. Yes, you can see that green line. Green line is nothing but your 50 moving average. Yesterday we configured green as a 50 moving average and 200 is a red. So it is going to cross. If this cross happens, what will happen? We have seen in some cases where if the candlesticks are forming above the green, and if it stays above and continue, we can see a momentum which is happening. If it goes below this, then you will see a drop. So once the 250 moving average crossover happens, you can see a continuous movement of the stock price appreciating to an extent until it touch backs into the 50 moving average. That is what we have seen. So in this condition, it is true that whatever trend line has shown, there is a true condition for TVS supply chain. Yes, there is a possibility, there is a golden crossover, which will have a momentum going forward in TVS supply. That is one of the true condition based on the screening, which we have used from the um, 250 crossover. And crossover is nothing but death crossover is something which is reverse direction. Let's say 200 crosses 50, so that the stock price is going to decline. That is the another condition. These all scripts done by the trend line and kept it for our usage. So you don't need to do anything. If you click on, and you will be able to see whether there is a death crossover. If you click on the filtering, it will give you which stock are in a death crossover state. So you need to uh, avoid those stocks rather than entering into those stocks. Okay, there is no such death crossover. It is showing here on daily basis of SME whether it is going down or up. So we don't have a true condition to see here. Okay. Okay. Another question which you asked is um, any company that you are aware of, they are keep on selling their stakes.
No, I'm not sure. Maybe Suzlon?
Suslan is, I don't see a stakeholder selling their stocks. Let's see. See, this has happened long back in 2023. Okay, that pledging happened. But after that, they are retaining their stock. The only thing is they are not sold any of their stocks in the various other quarters. They are constantly maintaining their this one. But the only problem with this stock is the promoter holding is only 13.2%, 27%. They are not able to, because they had a higher debts, they would have sold so much of stocks before to retain the company. So they are holding a very less percentage, but the public is holding more, and comparatively to the FIIs and DIs as well. Okay, this is this is very risky one according to me. Okay, if something happens, public will keep selling their stocks. If company is in a good position, they will try to buy and retain some of their stocks. Okay, but I would suggest if you are going for a longer term investment, then you should consider stocks which are having more than 50% of promoter holding.
Okay.
Okay, so we have seen screener in which you'll have a lot of other features, so which you can able to use it, but that will give a lot of details, but you need to analyze further and take some of those stocks to consider. So it is a first cut of a report which you will get it. After that, you will have to further dig down the details. Okay, another important feature which I have seen from the this tool is I've generated some of the reports for you. Probably similar way you can able to generate reports, but it is a subscribed version in which you can do it. Um, they will give a detailed analysis report as well. If you go to the reports field, you'll get a detailed research reports which will be available. Maybe this company is they don't kept the report. Let's take for Suslan. Okay, I'm searching the wrong direction. So it's a stock report where you will be able to pull the report. Okay, here you'll have the detailed report of analysis, what the trendline analysts are review and they are giving the report. Okay, so which will have, you can download this one, you will know against peer comparison, the detailed view of how the company performances are, metrics are, and the total revenue, whether it is growing or not, the net annual profit. Previously, it used to be declining and it has started increasing. Um, and you can annual growth year on year, whether it is growing or not. All those details you will be able to understand from the graphical representation of what they have presented. And they also have a report which is like giving the detailed view of probably it is not populated yet. Um, Against some durability and the valuation scores, right, which we talked about, that details they have given here. You can see how the valuation scores are arrived and where is their valuations coming from. Those details also they have given here. Okay, only thing is this requires an extensive effort to go through this report to understand whether it is really worth in investing. If you feel if you are going to carry forward some of the stocks for a long term, then you need to come into this section, understand how the overall financial or a value movement they have given their details about what question again which whether it is performing or not. Those details you can verify from this one. Okay, a company has a low debt, stock has a low debt, yes. And if you see company has a higher this is something called as a scoring for some of the fundamentals which they use, that is not coming as true. So similar way, they have all the details for the fundamentals and the peer comparison. They will give the scoring and they will given those details against that and they have given the recommendations as well. Okay, so as far as Suslan concerned, they are saying it is under all their giving buy, probably hold. Those are the details which we are seeing according to the price movement. What would be the targets which they are predicting, which will be populated there. So this is one of the key report which you can generate and you can use it for further analysis of when you find a stock for a long-term holding. Okay, but I don't think this will be available for a free subscriptions, but the subscription cost would be around somewhere um, 1900 per year is what I know. Basic subscription will do. Okay, this is from the screener perspective, trend line perspective, and other feature which you have the um, superstar investors, which we talked about, right? There are a lot of uh, investors who are high volume of investing or their investments in crores, some 300 crores, 400 crores, that investment in the stock market, which you can able to see in which stock they have invested and which they are currently started investing. All the details you can check from this area. Okay, so here it also gives the top holding details as well, which is the stock currently the more holdings are coming from the superstars is also will be given here. That will also help you to understand they are going behind one particular stock, so we can also get benefited by investing into those stocks. Okay, which stock they recently bought and which stock they recently sold, how much percentage they have sold, all those details will be available for you to consider. Okay, and their portfolio, how it is performing, whether it is a growing trend or downtrend, all these details you can see from here. So these are all ways in which I will also go ahead and analyze and get some of the details about those stocks to see whether is there any momentum or we can see a potential investment can be made on those stocks. Okay, and institutions. Previously, we have seen individual investors and the institutions. Who are all the institutions? Where are they investing? Which company they have recently bought? All those informations will be available for you to consume. Similarly for FIIs as well. Who are those FIIs? How much crores they are investing? In which companies they have invested? Which companies they recently sold? All these informations will be available. Okay.
Okay.
So these all gives you an insight about what all the stocks available. But the end of day, we have to analyze and take the right, because there are 4,000 plus 4,500 close to 4,500 plus stocks in the market which is trading. We need to identify the right potential stock for us to consider, right? So in this we have seen how trendline can be used, and trading view, probably I don't know whether you have used a trading view for a screening, but I can show you how to use the trading view for a screening as well. Okay, maybe we might have another 15 minutes and so. Okay, trading view. So this is the trading view usually page that you will see. There is a screener option which you can utilize for screening. Some of the penny stocks, how do I identify or how do I um, analyze finding these stocks? Okay, this is very in the our Indian market or any other market. If you wanted to check, you can check it. Okay, so when you go to the screener, first thing you have to change is you have to change it to the country which you are trading in or investing in. So here you will have duplicates which you can get rid of by selecting the um, market index. I think index. What index? Uh, okay, there is a way to get rid of the duplicate because it shows both NSE and BSE. I think we need to add exchange. If you add exchange, then it will give you an option, I think. If you select NSE, then it will get rid of all the BSE stocks. So you can see 2413 which is available in NSE, but if you change that filter to BSE, you will have a lot of stocks. Okay, 4233. That's why you people who are new to the stock exchange would advise to use NSE so that very limited stocks will be there. So more uh, small companies or micro companies will not be shown in the NSE. Okay, some are listed, some may not be listed in NSE. So you can use accordingly, however your choice of details which you wanted to list, and then you can set some of these filters. Okay, what is the market capital that you are seeing? Whether you wanted to see a micro level cap companies, then you can filter it as a you can set that filtering. Okay, small caps, and you can micro cap level, which is 300 crores less than that. If you wanted to see, you can even select that. And very uh, negligible amount small companies will also be available. If you want to see that, you can further delete, or if you want to set your own criteria manually, you can set and filter that. Okay, and after that you are setting that, okay, I wanted to set some small cap companies. Again, I wanted to see a P ratio which is between 25 to 50, then you can set that filter as well. And you wanted to see a dividend whichever company is giving above 2%, that you can also set it. Likewise, if you keep on setting, that criteria would also increase. I hope the call will be dismissed in 15 minutes. That's okay. Okay, so likewise, you can keep setting the filters, which will help you to finalize the stocks. And you can, if you wanted to specifically drill down to a particular sector, then you can use this area where you can select that filtering option. Or else, um, these analyst ratings buy sell, which will be available here, but I normally don't go with this because it can be manipulated, because it's based on how it was set. But the price and the other factors which are more uh, based on the company performances, or the factors from the company which they are trading, right? So I will use some of that. And then if you wanted to set various other fields to understand, then you can see. And then you can come down and you can, based on the filtering options or sorting options which you can use, you can see which stock is trading at what price and their market capital. If you wanted to sort it out, you can sort the market capital as well to see higher market capital to come first, and so that you can see which stock is trading at which sector, and their PE ratios as well. Let's say if you wanted to filter the sort down to a PE ratio, you can filter it. So Moraka Finance Limited, it is trading at 176 rupees. Um, and if you further wanted to see the details of that company, you can click on that company and then it will take you to the super chart, or the um, details of that company, and then you can expand that chart, or else you can have the key details about the company, how they are performing, uh, similar ratios which we have seen, and the technical suggestions on how it is moving, whether it's a strong or a neutral. All these details will be there at a high level, um, and the news is relevant to that stocks, which you can also see in the same trading view itself. If there are any newses, if you click on the super chart, where you'll be able to see the detailed chart view, where you can able to adjust the chart pattern for based on the timing, or timing durations. Okay, so now it is giving a view of day chart. So you can see there is a crossover happened sometime in June 2023, and the momentum still keeps continuing. And whether this momentum is going to continue or not, that analysis you can do. Okay, you can see it is keep on moving uptrend from 2021 onwards, and it keeps on going. And if it crosses here, what I would normally do, I will exit the position or sell some of the stocks and see if it is crossing the 200, then it is exiting the position, is what normally it was advised to do. Now, according to me, this stock is having a still continuing the momentum and is still going on, but we need to see this is a strong resistance area. Based on the pattern, we'll have to see whether there is a potential for this stock to further continue, or it is a right time to exit the stock. Okay, so those are based on technical analysis which you have to do. But screening perspective, this will give you a better view in terms of how to adjust the filterings, and then you can able to see what all the stocks that is available and at what percentage. Okay, so it is like a very um, market capital less than 50 million. So there are only few stocks which are at the rate of very negligible amount, and then you can increase or filter it based on pricing as well. So if you wanted to see some of the stocks which are 1 rupee, 2 rupee, those are penny stocks which may or may not perform, but we need to analyze based on the we cannot see the fundamentals at a higher extent because this might have dropped a lot because of some issues with the company, lot of risks involved in it. But we need to understand what that company does and whether it has a potential by doing further detailed analysis of that company. Okay, that is how you can use trading view. Um, maybe it has a lot of other features which I have. Um, basically, I use a subscribed version. You can see I have added about um, 12 different indicators to plot some of this to understand whether it is in the demand zone or a supply zone. All that I will be using various indicators that happen, and I also use a chart pattern. Automatic chart patterning, which will also predict whether it is in the um, falling wedge or a rising wedge, uh, head and shoulder patterns, various patterns which also automatically predict. I will also do that by using some of the indicators which I use in the trading view. Okay, and what I can show from here, you can set alerts and set. This is the watch list which I am talking about all the time. I have been asking you to add to a watch list. Means you can add those watch list and you can see whether the price movement, how it is behaving, whether there is a price movement in a particular stock happening. This can be once you add it to your watch list, you can keep monitoring. You don't need to log into your Demat account. You can check from the trading view itself. Okay, this can be accessible both in your um, mobile as well as in the laptop. Okay, any questions with respect to trading view? Trading view is a vast topic, but I'm just covering in a few minutes to show how you can screen some of the stocks using a trading view.
Bala, are we covering charting today?
Yeah, charting, I will show it. Maybe we have left with 9 minutes. I will show you how the charting we can use it. Just a second. I'm just trying to navigate between the. Okay, this is the charting. Okay, this is again. I'm not subscribed to it because it is too expensive for all the tools. If I wanted to subscribe, then it requires a lot of money. So I'm just using as a free subscription for using the charting. Okay, but it does have very good quality reports pre-built and we can accessible with the premium. It it is about some 750 per month or something like that. Okay, 780 rupees per month and yearly plan of about 8,500. In this, what you will get is premium. You will get all these real-time data chart analysis reports which will come to you by using the you can set up some of those alerts which you can use it. But what I normally use is I use a screener here and find some uh, some of the published screeners updates which is available here, right? So let's say golden crossover. I will find some of the stocks by searching golden crossover, and this is again done somebody who has already customized, but we can get a report and we need to cross validate those reports against some of these stocks. We can see Sriram Properties Limited, which is listed under the golden crossover. Okay, we have to then take this out and check it in the trading view as well to see whether it qualifies the simple moving average. All of a sudden system become very slow. Just bear with me. Okay, Sriram properties. Um, According to day chart, you can see there is a crossover, and it has been moved from almost 99 rupees to 134 rupees, and there is a crossover, and it is a death crossover. But unfortunately, after the death, it starts um, gaining a momentum. Okay, so it is not likely it will hit the resistance, probably it will drop. Likewise, you will have to do a further analysis. However, charting, what I can see is using the charting, you will be able to generate some of those reports, and you can also write some of the scripts. Okay, here you can add multiple other parameters. Okay, open equal to low, open equal to high. Likewise, you can add your own parameters, which I've done some of the scripts before to screen some of my um, requirements. So golden crossover and then GI method. These are something which I have taken out from some of the institutions who are giving the knowledge or training sessions, based on which they have also given some 4 OR methods and all that, based on which these customizations are done. Okay, so you can actually edit, or you can choose whether you wanted to use it against the all segment, cash segment, or a bank nifty, mid cap 100 only, or 500. Those customizations you can run, and you can change whether what conditions you wanted to choose. 30 minutes high is greater. Likewise, you can, if you are well in knowing how to set up some of this, you will be able to run this. This is for a daily, so that's why the time frames are in 30 minutes or something like that. So then it will give you your stocks, which is for the intraday sessions. Okay. Likewise, you can customize some of the um, screening methods for you to use it. Okay. This is one another monthly, weekly, daily downtrend. Um, that will again give a list of stocks, and then from there you can sort it based on volume, which stock is gaining more volume. CDSL, we know that there is a split and a bonus announcement, so this stock is having a more delivery volume, so that you can understand it has reduced 45% is not just because of the share is not performing, it is just because of the split which happened. Okay, these stocks you can take it and further analyze, and you can utilize for uh, trading it. But all I have used as charting is to find, based on whatever, if you wanted to do for a multi-bagger, somebody would have written a script, but you need to cross-validate that. Multi-bagger, if you check, they will have written some multi-bagger related updates. Um, the script is meaningful, and see if you can use it. Okay. Um, I think we have left with 2 minutes. Any questions?
Actually, we can the screens can be based on pattern shapes like double top or double bottom
Mm,
screens, rounding bottom,
yes, that and all
and
you
trend
can.
line or screen.
Yeah, those rounding bottom. I don't know whether Trendline does provide that type of details, but Stock Edge is another tool. Okay, in that you will get some of those. I'm not sure if I have enough time to show you Stock Edge, but Stock Edge has the feature, but it is again they will provide based on the subscription model. Okay, they will have the uh, trend based trend-based approach. They also give for what you call for the option trading as well. They will give the some of the updates. This is another tool, but
Yes, call is going to end.
yeah. So anyway, thanks everyone. Probably if there are questions, feel free to put in the chat. I will try to respond to you. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.